You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for our Black and White Sports 2. Well, you can't make this shit up. You truly can't. As we know, this year has been Cringe Fest 2022 for Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. Unfortunately for the Broncos fans, they have lived through Cringe Fest 2022, but it's also been a redemption story, okay? And the redemption story has been the Seattle Seahawks, the fact that Pete Carroll, John Schneider had the wherewithal to absolutely know that they had been covering up for Russell Wilson's flaws all these years through coaching, Darrell Bevell, Brian Schottenheimer, etc. And knowing behind the scenes, we want to move off Russell. We've heard that for a while. Russell was wanting to change his style, become a pocket quarterback, of which he stinks. Okay? He's not good. He is not a good pocket quarterback. Well, you know who Pete Carroll and John Schneider said is a good pocket quarterback? Geno Smith. Do you know what? Geno Smith, as a Pro Bowler, has thrown 29 touchdowns to only 9 picks, leads the entire NFL with a 70% completion percentage, and has over 4,000 yards passing. And I think it is arguably the best story, or at least one of the best stories in all of football. This almost Rich Gannon-like career resurgence, this Alex Smith-like reboot that Geno Smith had. Now, there's people out there that said they saw this with the Giants, but the Giants organization did not want them to stay off Eli. That they knew Geno could play, and this, that, and the third, they couldn't do it for public relations reasons, right? Eli was a hero there, 2 Super Bowl rings. So anyway, enter the Seattle Seahawks, and let's just say having some fun with Russell Wilson and his disastrous season. In case you did not see this, not yesterday, but the week before, the Broncos and the Rams played on CBS and on Nickelodeon. Okay, so one of the biggest shows, or maybe the biggest show of all time on Nickelodeon, was SpongeBob SquarePants. You might be like, wait, what? What is happening? SpongeBob SquarePants. Well, Russell Wilson was a disaster versus the Rams. And you may be like, what's this got to do with yesterday? We'll get to that. But they had incorporated some Nickelodeon things into that broadcast of the Rams and Broncos. By the way, the Rams destroyed the Broncos that day. So let's get to this, because they had SpongeBob breaking down a play, and that's Bill Faverbake. Yes, the actual actor who voices SpongeBob. They got Patrick Star, of course, Starfish, breaking down a Russell Wilson play. Let's listen.
Oh, nice. And so what's up? Oh, there's Russ Wilson. Oh, no! Oh, that's called an interception.
That's close. That's close.
Bobby Wagner. That's not what he wanted to cook.
No, I think he burnt whatever he was cooking.
Oh, that's hilarious. We know, of course, the scenario that we always heard from Seattle was, let Russ cook. So Patrick Star said, I don't think that's what he wanted to cook. So he got trolled by Patrick Starfish from SpongeBob. I find that hilarious. Well, enter the Seattle Seahawks and Pete Carroll. This is yesterday. Outkick. Seattle Seahawks troll Russell Wilson with special sideline guest after he was roasted on Nickelodeon. Russell Wilson wasn't even playing Seattle on Sunday and still managed to take an L. The Seahawks elaborately trolled their former quarterback with a special sideline guest. Last week, the Broncos lost to the Rams on Christmas Day. The game broadcast on both CBS and Nickelodeon. Back in 2021, Paramount Global chose to air one of its NFL playoff games on the Children's Network in an effort to gain an entirely new audience. And it was a massive hit, by the way. It was a smash hit. The broadcast is full of Nickelodeon characters, various shenanigans, and a lot of slime. Maybe I should have watched that broadcast. This year, on Christmas, Paramount took it up a notch. Patrick Star from SpongeBob SquarePants, voiced by Bill Faberbeck, was in studio. He offered live real-time commentary as a not-so-intelligent starfish. At one point late in the first quarter, Wilson threw an interception to former Seahawks teammate and Seattle legend Bobby Wagner. And that was the play yesterday. Okay, that was the play last week that Starfish gave the commentary on. So, enter the Seahawks yesterday. Patrick Star is officially # a Seahawks fan. A week after his excitement over Bobby Wagner's interception of Russell Wilson on national television, he's at Lumen Field today with SpongeBob SquarePants. Right there, the Seahawks. Oh, man. Patrick roasting Russ might be one of my favorite moments of the season. Oh, my God. I mean, that's so good. It is so good. They literally had Patrick Starfish and SpongeBob at the Seattle Stadium. The Seahawks even posted this on the official account. He's here, and he's perfect. Oh, it's so good. Wilson, of course, played the vast majority of his career in Seattle. He was traded to Denver during the offseason as won just 4 games with his new team in 2022 by inviting the SpongeBob character to the game on Sunday, whether intentional or not. Come on now. Seahawks put their former signal caller in a body bag. It certainly seemed intentional because there's no way the timing happened to work out. However, with all that being said, Seattle is on the outside looking in on the playoffs. Perhaps it should be more focused on its current team. Look, they put the Jets in a body bag yesterday. Geno put his former team out of the playoffs. They're good. They're good. This has been an overachieving year for the Seattle Seahawks. Let them enjoy it. I mean, they're still in playoff contention right now, technically speaking. Nah, having Star on the sideline was hilarious. Win, lose, or otherwise. Shots most certainly fired. And I enjoy this at a whole nother level. Now, look, if Russell Wilson wasn't so damn cringy, and look, I was a fan of Russell coming into the season, and he's always done some off-putting things, and you always heard some stuff, but you always thought, is it just some kind of jealousy among teammates? What is it? Blah, blah, blah. And then you found out, no, something really is creepy about this dude. Something's just not quite right. And you realized he lacked total self-awareness. And I'm going to tell you what did it for me. It was besides the Subway commercials. The Mr. Unlimited thing, a horrible look. I mean, it was a terrible look. It was a guy that literally is trying to pick up a camera. He is trying to build a brand. There was always things that came out about him being jealous of Tom Brady and that TB12 brand and sort of the brand that Peyton Manning has built all these years, and that he desperately wanted that. Well, the desperation came out on video, regurgitated all over the screen in that Mr. Unlimited thing. And then the podcast with Richard Sherman and Marshawn Lynch that talked about the fact that Russell Wilson felt he was so big as a personality and celebrity that former teammates, damn good ones, guys that will definitely sniff Hall of Fame votes, that won a Super Bowl with him, went to another one, that they had to go through management, Russ's management. Oh my God, I'm too busy. I'm too big of a star to talk to my old teammates. When I heard that, I was like, oh no, I'm done with this dude. I'm totally done with him. That is a horrible, horrible look. I mean, think about that. To this day, right now, this second, Jimmy Garoppolo can call Tom Brady on the phone. That's a thing, okay? That's crazy. Julian Edelman, pick up a phone, call Tom Brady. Russ, you're no Tom Brady. I mean, you know, and that's the point, and I think this is the kind of thing that drove Pete Carroll nuts, because Pete Carroll is a very player's coach. You know, he's strict, but he wants his team to have fun. He wants them to win as a team, wants them to be rah-rah and all together. That's what Pete Carroll's known for. And Russell Wilson, exactly the opposite of that. Let Seattle enjoy it. Look, they're the ones that got over on the Broncos. I can't fault them for coming out the other side, being the smarter people in the room. It is what it is. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Whew. When you're trolled by your former team using SpongeBob characters 1 week after a SpongeBob character deconstructed you over an interception on national television, damn. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.